Going on, Tiger fans? So I'm not going to BS you guys. I forgot that the Tigers had a game today, and so I have to make my recap video for the Braves. So this one's going to be up there a bit late, probably about the time that the game already starts. So the Braves series was an outstanding series all around for the Tigers as in general. The pitching staff was absolutely electric. The offense was great all 3 days, and I figured that would happen because they struggled a little bit towards the end of the West Coast road trip. They took the series from Oakland, they took the series from Seattle, and then, they got really beat up by the Angels, which didn't surprise me, because, like I said, they don't play the AOS very well, and then they don't play in the West Coast very well. So I knew once they came home and they're back in Comerica Park, where they play very good every single year, that their offense will perk back up. And the pitching, has just been dominant all year. Really, the pitching staff has been the strength of this team going into it. So game one of the series, I went to that game. My brother, me, and my good friend Anthony, we all went to that game, and I ended up witnessing history. Anibal Sanchez struck out 17 Braves hitters on the night over 8 innings of scoreless baseball. Tigers' offense was just outstanding. Matt Tuiasosopo had a 3-run shot. The Tigers actually got a hit with bases loaded, which doesn't happen very often. But, I mean, they destroyed the Braves 10-0. And the Braves are coming in to Comerica Park, the NL's best team. Pitching staff's on fire. Justin Upton's absolutely ripping it up. And I think they had like 36 strikeouts in the 3 games over that they played the Tigers in. And I was saying to my brother before the game started, the Braves are a very good team. They are. I gave them a lot of props in my last video. But basically, the Braves are a good fastball hitting team. They have a lot of guys that'll strike out a lot. Justin Upton being one of them. Freddie Freeman will strike out a lot. B.J. Upton racks up a lot of Ks. Evan Gattis, he does not hit breaking balls very well. Who else is on that squad? Dan Douglas is a whiff machine. I mean, they got a lot of guys there that will strike out a lot. And the thing is, to beating the Braves is if you are a guy that can throw your secondary stuff with a lot of efficiency, like Anibal Sanchez was doing. He was throwing that first pitch. I noticed when I was watching the radar very close when I was at the game. Sanchez was throwing a lot of first pitch changeups, going slider curve after that, whatever, and then mixing his fastball on the black in or out of the plate wherever he went, because he was putting his pitches on a dime. And there were some innings where he'd go first pitch slider, couple fastballs, change up, first pitch curve, first pitch change, and basically using his fastball as a secondary pitch. He wasn't even using it to really get out. His secondary stuff was so good, his changeup was so good, and he did exactly what I said he had. What he had to do. I did exactly what I said. As long as he can throw his secondary stuff for strikes, this game's where the Braves hitters cannot sit on the fastball, they'll be screwed. And they looked awful all night at the plate. They were absolutely looking stupid on his changeup. I can't tell you how many guys were out in front on a first pitch changeup, or when he was the very few times he's down on the count. Getting guys back into the count by throwing changeups and curveballs for strikes, and they didn't stand a chance really. Like I said, if you can throw, the key to beating the Braves is as long as you don't have to throw that fastball a lot, and you can throw your secondary stuff for strikes, they're done. They're done, and Sanchez proved it. And then game 2, Ricky P went out trying to redeem himself after his awful start. He had one bad inning, and then the rest of the game he pitched pretty okay. I guess it's good for Porcello. Tigers offense bailed him out once again and scored a good little amount of runs. And they won 7-4, and Jose Valverde came out and actually got the save in this game. And Bruce Rendon, by the way, in the first game of the series, actually came out and he pitched, and want to talk about someone that's got an electric arm. When I was watching him, he's hit 101 on the gun. He's throwing his changeup. His changeup looked pretty good too. I was in section 328, pretty bottom of the upper deck, so I was right over home plate. I could see really well. And in Game 3, the Tigers came out. Miggy Cabrera and Austin Jackson both had 3-run shots this game. Pfister looked like he was going to throw a complete game shutout at first. Had one bad inning, but really settled it down. He ended up going 6, even though it looked like he was going to go 7 or 8 that game for sure. But, the Braves started to get to him because he had an inning where his fastball command kind of eluded him, and his secondary stuff wasn't that good. For just that one inning, and they got some hits off him, and that was it. But they still swept the series. They swept the NL's best team, and I'm sure glad, I bet you the Braves are sure glad that they're coming out of Comerica Park and are going back home. Tigers open up a 3-game set with the Minnesota Twins. Max Scherzer goes up against Mike Pupfer in Game 1. Game 2 is JV versus Vance Worley, which is a rematch of opening day. And then Anibal Sanchez ends the homestand against Scott Diamond. Sanchez looks to follow up that outstanding 17 strikeout performance. He set the Tigers' strikeout record in a single game with 17. He beat Mickey Lolich's record of 16 in a game, which he did twice, I think in 1969. He had two 16 strikeout games. And now I can say I witnessed history. It was probably the best game I ever went to. That and the game where Verlander struck out 14 Yankees last year. Probably the two best games I ever went to. That one's probably the best though because I saw him set a Tigers record. So I got for you guys today. And go Tigers.